What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Sorry, it's been a little while. We're going to go over where I've been, what I've been doing. I want to hear what you all have been doing, how you all have been reselling, listing, what's going on in the general area of reselling. So let's let everyone join in here. Darren, what's going on? Darren was first. Good to see you. Scott, how's it going? Sunday Fun Day. Scott Lindsay, good to see you. Jeremy, Money from Mars. Robin, hey, Vicky. Lisa, Trista. Pac-Man, good to see you. Hey, Donna. All right. All right. Let me know if internet is slow, sound, all that. Given YouTube was jacking up. I heard they were jacking up the past couple days. But we're going to get back into daily. Oops, I'm getting my, hey, do you want to join YouTube? No, thanks. We can get back into our daily videos here. Tomorrow, hopefully we're going to do another Liquidation Live episode with Dan, Liquidation Pros. And then we'll get into our daily videos. We're getting our daily sourcing, daily thrifting, daily showing you guys what I pick up. I still am daily thrifting. It's been a little hectic because, make sure this is shown here. It's been a little hectic just because ever since I've started, I say, outsourcing my listing, it's been a little hectic to doing my nightly live showing you what I pick up, just because when I pick up stuff for the day, I drop it off for the day. So the stuff I buy is instantly out of my sight. What I need to get better at is when the stuff I get back that day, I need to show you what I pick up back, is essentially what I sourced 2 or 3 days ago. But so that's kind of why I've been a little slow. The other thing is I hear everyone talking on Facebook and YouTube about the summer slowdown. Now, I have not felt the summer slowdown. Because I don't know if it's just because of the number of unique items I have in my store. You guys know I have hats, polo shirts, electronics, video games. I have everything across all categories. The other thing is I utilize multiple platforms. For those of you that are new to the chat, I sell on both Amazon, FBA, eBay, Poshmark, and I dabble in Mercari. Very few in Mercari. Hey, Margo, what's up? Trista Ray's planning a sourcing trip this weekend. Good to hear. It's supposed to make more time for you. How's the health been doing? Health been great, Pac-Man. Essentially, I don't list on eBay anymore, which is amazing. The only problem now, so you have problems in areas as you start doing things, and then when you outsource those problems pop up in other areas. So my problem right now is hanging stuff up. I have more inventory than I have racks at the moment. And I don't have death piles. My death piles are essentially gone. But now I just need to get hung up, and that's the issue. Hardy Dixon Flipper, good to see you, Lee. Lee, I'll get you back on Instagram. Sorry, I've just been swamped. We're going to go over why I've been swamped and what I've been doing. As always, guys, if you're not part of the Facebook group, make sure you give it a follow. Love to see what you guys pick up. Questions you guys have, love to see the questions. Hey, Sue, what's going on? Love your lister. Yeah, the lister's great because now everything is up. I can't tell you how beneficial it's been for me to buy things and have them instantaneously sell. Now, if I didn't have that person helping me, they would still be sitting in my death pile and not be selling. So they've paid for itself. Charlotte, how's it going? Hopefully, okay, well, you're in our prayers in Arkansas with floodwaters. Good to see you. All right, so what I've been doing, hey, John, what I've been doing, and in reference to the summer slowdown, start thinking about, you can't start thinking what you want to sell tomorrow, what you want to sell next week. You really have to be thinking, what am I going to sell a month from now? What am I going to sell 2 months from now? And then once you get that mindset, you start thinking about, what am I going to sell next quarter? What is next quarter, right? Or what's next year? and then you're gonna start planning a year out. Hey Dan, what's going on? If you're not subscribed to Liquidation Pros, he just popped in the chat. Head over to Dan's channel as well. Hopefully we'll have a live tomorrow, but we alternate between channels. So right now, I am planning for, we go on vacation in July, and I've started this a month ago. I've started getting a lot of my things to FBA. I've started ordering enough so that when I go on vacation next month, I have a bulk of my listings on Amazon. Because right now, I've grown to my Amazon where on FBA, I'm having and it's little, about $100 a day. I probably have 145 listings, and I probably have over 500 quantity of items. I just received another 2 cases of probably over 250 items. So those items in the next couple of days, I'm going to process those and get those into FBA. As you get into the throes of understanding how quickly or how slowly stuff gets received, FBA, probably a lead time. Sue, correct me if I'm wrong, or anyone else in the chat. How long does it take for your items to get checked in? For me, when I ship, most of my hats go to Chicago, the MDW2 warehouse. It gets there probably in about a day. I dropped something at UPS yesterday. It delivered today. It probably won't get checked in. And if it has to be transferred, it won't get checked in probably till tomorrow, the day after. It probably won't hit my numbers if it has to be transferred until next week. So you kind of want to start planning those things out. You want to have sales when you aren't able to ship things if you're doing FBA. If you're not, I recommend you do it. Do you have a second tier eBay store with 1,000 listings free? I do not, Lee. My current store right now, and I'll show you my numbers. I've been lax in the last probably couple months showing you my numbers. Not totally great, but I'm trying to get up there. So there's my numbers right there. $13,000 over 60 days. Oops. 13,000 now. I have over 2,000 listings, and I have 5 to ship out today, waiting for 1 to be paid. But I've broken the $2,000 barrier. So now, as we discussed on prior shows, I'm trying to get my FBA to where my eBay is. So, and I'm planning to July now. The first week of July, I'm going to be out of the house. I want to have the same quantity or the same sales dollars coming in. So I'm getting all this stuff shipped out. I'm polybagging everything, we're getting ready to go. Lee says I need to get my Amazon numbers back up. 500 books, nice. Down to 200. Yeah, you got to get those books in. I need to go back to the bins this weekend. I haven't been in a while. And I do need to get another spyglass video up from the bins. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. Vicky's, hers goes to Pennsylvania. Chris, are you still pulling funds to purchase larger liquidation lots of the same items? Donna, I'm doing a lot of, so right now I probably spent $2,100 on the hats that I just purchased. So I need to get those in. That's kind of my focus right now. Hey, TW Holiday. So yeah, $2,000 on hats. I need to, again, get those in. So I need to get those funds turned. And what's really interesting, when I say hats pay the bills, guys, hats, at least on Amazon and on eBay, sell really well. My Mitchell and Ness hats have been selling probably 2 to 3 a day. And that's in addition to everything else I'm selling. Hey, Barb, what's going on? Couple days to a week right now, depending on how far it goes. Transfer can add a few days, but we'll be in back order then. Good point, Sue. When you ship stuff into FBA, it will be received pretty quickly. But if you pull your listing, you will see back ordered in stock. So at least you get your place on the listing if it's back ordered. Liz by Grace, Charlotte arrives in 1 day and checks in the same or next day. Wow. So Charlotte's pretty quick. Usually Chicago's pretty hard, Joliet, Illinois, but hopefully tomorrow they'll start receiving. Barb, yeah, hats, all hats. The last shipment I sent in 50. Before that, I think I sent in 45. This next one, I'm probably going to send in maybe another 50 or 100. I'm trying to get those hats up just because, again, planning to get that stuff out. Pat the Reseller, good to see it. You are a little late. We will let that slide. I have been non-existent the past week, so you get your pass. Lily Pearl, do you sell mostly new or used on Amazon? FBA. It's probably a both. Really, the only used things I sell on FBA are books and electronics. Used books from the bins or from the thrift store. My wife is actually a speech pathologist, so she had extra books. I sold one 3 days ago for $100. But yeah, books and then electronics. Mostly electronics I sell. Majority of them are VCRs or DVD combo players. Make sure you get all your stuff into FBA before the 27th of this month, since 27th is the Prime Day. Yes, so Prime Day, you want to get stuff in. Also, if you're planning to sell FBA in fourth quarter, you want to start getting, I believe they start locking out new sellers. Is it, it's like October or September, isn't it? So start getting sales now, get stuff in there if you want to have stuff in there for fourth quarter. Scott says Stockton takes 3 days, California. Ooh, interesting. Charlotte's all transfer. Yeah, Chicago for me is instantaneous. Don't forget Prime Day is coming. You get a lot of sales that day. Yes. So my next step in FBA is to build my inventory. But after that, I want to start playing with some paid per click, some advertising campaigns. I will try and do some videos on those. I do have to get some videos out on ASD. I have that up there. And the Rollo. The Rollo has been great. I've used Rollo for the Rollo printer. If you watch unboxing, I think about 3 videos ago. I've used it for Poshmark, my FBA labels, and my UPS labels. So I'll keep you guys. I'll put a video out there of that. Do you have a minimum ROI? Pac-Man, it all depends on the quantities I can get. So Pac-Man asked, do you have a minimum ROI? If I can get a lot of the item and it moves pretty quickly, it'll depend how many I purchase and what I invest in it. So for example, hats, every hat I purchase, I have anywhere between $5 and $10 profit. That right there, $5 profit, I'm gonna buy all of them. And if they move pretty quickly, but if there's only one sell or one sold item in 3 months, I probably won't touch it. It all depends on how quickly it moves. I'm looking for Pac-Man about a $10 investment average, right? I'll go above and beyond that, or above or below. But that's probably about $10 for me. Now FBA is a different story. If I can get it in FBA at a $5 sell price all day, and it sells pretty quickly. But you got to play how quick it's moving, how many you can purchase, and what's your purchase price, right? So right now, I'm playing with the amount of capital to put in, as well as how many I can get. And you also have to play in too, if there is a ton of quantity out there and you only buy a little bit, you have to have in the back of your head that someone else is probably doing the same thing. So you might have 10 people on your listing. But if you can go through and buy all of them, most likely either right then or after a month or two, you're probably going to be the only one on the listing. So you kind of have to play in too, how many you can purchase versus how many are out there. Are you just doing distributed inventory or paying for placement? Dan, I'm doing distributed, but I have it defaulted right now, which is distributed. All of them are going to one location. And for the distributed piece for me, it has to weigh into the fact, literally, how heavy is it? Because if it's real heavy, I want to do inventory or placement. If it's super light and the shipping's not that much, and I'm sending a bulk units, I will do distributed. But hats for me are defaulting all to Chicago, which is great. Scott Liquidation King couldn't get Seller Central to calculate shipment using FedEx on Amazon. Interesting. Marrakesh, yes. So here's my workaround for the printing the FN SKU. Are you talking about these labels? I'm not sure if they can do, right? This is not the FN SKU, but this size, right? Are you talking about that size? For the FN SKU labels, I'm using those off my Dymo. I'm using only 4x6 right now on my Rollo. I know there's been some issues previously, but thought it was fixed. Oh, Marrakesh, no, I think you can. I've heard that Rollo can do any size label. They have a bunch of label sizes within their program. I'm guessing they can, but I use Dymo for that. But that's where I've been, guys. I've been getting my FBA shipments up, and I'll show you right now. Not major numbers, but consistency is there. You can see right now I've already had 3 today. $65. 3 of them been those are all hats. But you can see right here. Here's where the graph is ending. I'm currently on a, I think, what is it, 10-day streak, 11-day streak of sales. So minuscule compared to eBay, but that's what I'm doing. I want to get that up for summer. And then after the fact, I'm going to roll right into Q4. I'm already going to have my inventory there, and we're going to be good to go. Lisa C says FN SKUs can be printed off the Rollo. Awesome. But yeah, so daily, guys, I'm looking to fill this graph up. That is my goal right now. Might be a small goal. If I can get $25 a day and I have 0 blank marks, I have 2, 3, 4 blank marks right now. I'm hoping to get those off my graph, and I have a full graph of yellow. Lisa does her FN SKUs on Rollo with Chrome extension they just developed. I'm not an inventory lab. Yeah, I'm not an inventory lab either. I'm doing direct from the scan and label in Seller Central. If you click on, I think it's FBA shipments, and then on the top it says scan and label. You have to grab the SKU, pop that into the scan and label, and I can print as many as I want. So for my hats the other day, I printed off, I think, 30 FN SKU labels all at once, which was amazing. So, Dan, I want to see your Amazon chart. Hey, so what we're going to do, guys, after the chat, I'm going to post in the Facebook group. I'm going to do 1 post for eBay and 1 post for Amazon. For those of you that want to share, I find it to be nice motivation. I like to see where everyone's at. As always, I like to see the people that are better than me, and I like to see the people that have less sales than me, because I like to motivate the ones below me to become where I'm at, and I like to become where the others are at. So I will start both of those after the chat. Make sure, or after the show, make sure you guys join the Facebook group. I will have 2 posts out there. Feel free to contribute if you want. Otherwise, follow along with everyone else. All right, so I'll show you what I picked up here. And again, see, that is my pile that needs to be hung up. So that is the pile I showed you, I think, 5 days ago. I need to get it hung up. I have 5 more bags over there that have already been listed, which is great. Here's one I'm going to show you right here. These are brands I'm looking to pick up. I showed you some of my Instagram. Love seeing you guys post on Instagram. But I picked up some new brands for me, Thrift store. And this is all Thrift. We're going to jump into Thrift here. We'll call it a day. But Thrift stores, mine are getting flooded with button-ups. Do your research on button-ups. I'm only picking up the higher-end brands. I'm leaving behind Van Heusen's, all that stuff. So Robert Talbots are good to pick up. And those are probably going to sit. But they have a high ROI on them. So pick those up. And we're going to go through some of the button-ups I picked up here. All right, here's another Robert Talbot. A lot of times they'll be plain. A lot of times they'll be striped with buttons. Here is what it looks like. It has 2 T's on the Robert Talbot. That's what you're going to want to see. It kind of mimics David Donahue. David Donahue is a good shirt to pick up. Scott bought a Columbia PFG. Yeah, PFG is a great brand to pick up. I don't know if this is in my lot, but I did pick up a PFG t-shirt, long sleeve. The more patterns, the more writing, spell outs. Back me and talked about spell outs earlier, but the more designs on the shirt, most likely are going to do better. Don't lower the price. A lot of my button-ups like that are about $34. Again, I have best offer on my stuff, but keep your price up. Put best offer on it, and probably about those. I'll lower it about $29. $24 is probably the lowest I'll go. But depending on your buy price, if you have a lot of inventory, get it moved. A lot of my older stuff I sold today, I think I sold a bunch of polo shirts for 20 bucks. Again, that's a $9 to $10 profit, 8 depending where it's going. But all right, unique stuff like this. I picked up 2 of these. I have a black one here. Now, people are probably going to look at this and bypass it, but people are going to look for unique designs. So look at that. Cool. Same right there. But college, you guys got to look for college stuff. Unique college designs, Ohio State School of Medicine or College of Medicine. People will be looking for this stuff. And Port Authority, they're kind of like the wholesale brand. Was it businesses, schools will go to them. They'll mass produce stuff. But if you can, I sell a lot of this stuff. Look for unique school stuff. Vests, go for it. Rutgers. I did a post about this earlier. If you don't know your college teams, pro teams, what I would recommend is print out NFL, college. Get familiar with the logos, because the logoed stuff is probably one of my highest sell-through items. This already has a lister on it, or a watcher, and it's been up, what, a couple days. So Rutgers, that's Rutgers. And it has, look at the cool sleeve. Big Ten. Big Ten logo on it, long sleeve. So if the logo looks unique, kind of like a school brand, look it up. But be careful, because you can get mixed in with high school stuff. High school stuff around, for me, does okay depending on what it's on. If I find a local high school on Under Armour, I'll buy it. If I find a local high school on Port Authority that I showed you, Badger, the lower end shirts, I won't pick them up. It's got to be on a high end brand. Like this is Texas A&M, that's a buy all day. And that's actually Adidas. The other thing you got to think about is the items, where are they currently being sold at? Is the market flooded at Target? Is the market flooded at Sam's Club? Is the market flooded at Costco? So Ralph Lauren, I see a bunch of this at Costco or Marshall's. The only reason why I picked this one up, it's brand new with tags. It had an MSRP of $89. I did not see a Marshall's tag on it. I had initially, my lister put it up for $30, and someone immediately best offered me for about $22. I got stingy and declined it. I upped the price to $49. It's now $47 with my 5% off. We're going to see if that sells, but that's a $50 list right now. I would be happy with a $35 sale, so we'll see. Again, Brooks Brothers. Brooks Brothers, I've been picking these up. I've been picking these up for with nice patterns. I have not sold one. So if you want to risk with me, buy Brooks Brothers. But they tend to have a lot of nice designs on them, so I tend to pick those up. Callaway. Callaway's an immediate buy for me, especially the Opti-Dry. That's what it looks like on the logo. I will buy these with no logo on them, just like this. These do well on Poshmark. If you're not listed on Poshmark, get them up there. Hey, AC, how's it going? I bought this one because, this was a logo shirt. I've been finding a lot of Nike golf shirts have a lot of random companies on them. This is Emerson Network Power. This is a chance buy. So I took a chance on this at $4. Here's what I talked about. David Donahue is probably one of the best button-up brands that you can buy, at least that I find. I know there's better ones out there, but here's what it looks like. It looks like a little horseshoe crab. I don't know if you can see the blue right there, but that's what it looks like. David Donahue, buy them all the time. The cuffs will depend on what shirt you get, but the other thing you want to include in your picture is, where is it? Oh, right here, down at the bottom. That is at the bottom of the shirt on the inside. See right there? There's the front, and David Donahue with the little embroidery will be right at the bottom right there. That's a dead giveaway. This is a quick Poshmark seller, and retains its value on eBay. So look for those. Last couple things here. I took a chance on this one. Colors are cool. Nike Dry Fit Tour Performance. For those of you that watch, you guys know this. Tour Performance is probably, for me, one of the better polo shirts by Nike Golf. This has a local golf course on it. Really cool shirt. So I like that one. NBA stuff. NBA stuff's a little slower for me. I'll buy it every time. It'll sit for a little bit. I'll eventually get my money on it. LeBron James. You can't go wrong with LeBron James. Cleveland Cavaliers. Last thing I picked up. Tommy Bahama's hit or miss. When I look on the rack and I see this sitting there, this pattern is almost a dead giveaway for me. I will buy this depending on the brand. But I look for button-ups. I look for the cool patterns. Cool pattern is definitely a differentiator when you're looking at listings. If you see all white shirts, they'll sell, but they'll eventually take a long time. Cool stuff like this. Like, look at that. Plaid and check. The little crossed white and blue stripe there. Look at that. This is a Tommy. I've never seen one of these. Tommy Bahama jeans. Island crafted. So that's a really cool shirt. That right there should almost be immediate buy. You'll get it. So awesome stuff. TiVo Flipper, tons of name brand items on clearance at Bargain Hunt, West Broad Street. Okay. I've not been there. Do you get Tiger to sign your Woods collection polos? No. Tiger Woods collection. Actually, I just sold one today. Here's one I sold. I buy those all the time. Tiger Woods, the Nike stuff, pick those up. They do hold value between $20 and $30, depending on the size. I've had this one for a while, and it's funny you asked that because I sold one. So look at that picture right there. That was a Tiger Woods size medium. Medium is not so good mover for me, but this was a $20 sell price. So Tiger Woods is almost an always definite buy. I sell those all the time. But yeah, guys. So hopefully, again, build up your business for the summer. Get your stuff out there. Get it listed. You want to be able to go outside, go have fun with the kids, go have fun with your friends. You want to be able to have stuff sell. You want to be able to list consistently, but you also want to be able to get ahead of whatever the summer slowdown is. You want to get it on all platforms, right? I recommend eBay at least. Throw some stuff on Poshmark, and if you're not on FBA, start getting some stuff out there. You want to be working those three. Those three have been consistent for me. If you guys need help, reach out on the Facebook group. Reach out to the people in the chat. The people in the chat are all very helpful. Love to help you get your stuff up. Love to get your stuff selling for the summer. Yeah, so that's where I've been. We'll have a show tomorrow on liquidation. Stay tuned Friday. We're going to do stuff like we have been. But thanks for Pat, the reseller had a slow month last month, but I don't have a summer slowdown. Yeah, that's good, guys. No one should have a summer slowdown, right? Get your stuff up there. You'll be fine. Etsy doesn't work for me. I've not used Etsy. I've heard it works very well for vintage stuff and older items. I started to, but I did it on my phone. It says you need to be on the computer, and then I think I was traveling and I couldn't get it working. So, but that's when I want to get to. But yeah, Poshmark, eBay, Amazon. You need to get those going if you don't have them going now, because you want to maximize your summer, not slow down. So thanks for coming, everybody. We'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow night, same time, same place. See ya.